This is the next poem in the American poet Elegy for the Light book. It's called Fear of Death. The first character to speak is Galway Girl, so here's Galway Girl as the speaker doing the poem. Foundations we thought would never break were weak and easily caved in underneath our feet. The news reports about banks collapsing, failing, the finances of the world collapsing, prices of gas, rent, food unpayable, value of currency falling to nothing. We would never forgive nor forget what was done to the world. I looked for a light but could not find one. All that existed now in this world was darkness, and I am only a phantom, a reminder of what could have been. One side of me was dead and the other side was left in shadows, unable to find my own footing in the world, as the passing breeze reminded me that there once was a time when we were all alive. But there were weapons in our hands, and we had no regard for those who could neither see nor understand. I have always feared death and wanted to live, and I feared being unwanted, unloved, detested, hated, seen as an inconvenience, someone who could simply be disposed of or thrown away. When we persecute those we cannot see or understand, none of us win. Today the world waits for its own fracturing. Tonight is the chance we have to hold the candles high before they are stolen from us and snuffed out forever. If the light of my body is my soul, then the whole world will see. No more violence against those we cannot see. The cancer in our minds takes away our humanity. Fight with me in this night, no matter how dark it gets. The revolution of my heart, the growing pulse in my veins, showing that I am alive indeed. The news of the future about the arguments we have, facts becomes fiction, and we fight for our very lives. Hold me in your arms, follow me as I guide you to a place you will never find by yourself. I will be your guide, because without my light you will not see me. The criminal on a mask, the desperate fight or flight in my heart, the men in black who tread the floor, laws made out of whole cloth, based on nothing, decreed by a judge. The cards of the game of life flow from my hand before the start of the game, and I left empty and defenseless for the wolves of the world to come and strike me down, the real victim of violence, those that we dehumanize, those who we conveniently cast aside, whose voices will never be heard except through the hearts of those brave enough to stand up and fight with their words. Someday I will sing to you about how we're separated but not alone. But until I stand on the street with my guitar forever, where you met me, John, you will never understand the throbbing hearts of those who cannot stand their own ground, of those who are pummeled now and forever into the ground. The rhythm of the strangulation of the light, of the truth with it. The truth is the first to leave, and we are always last to realize that it is what we needed most. The streets, indeed, were singing, although only one voice is there. One voice is standing holding the candle, and the lights in our hearts light up the sky, and we flow through the world forever, drifting now and always into the nightmare of the future that we hold close in our minds. 1,000 voices silent, the sound of the falling rain, violently pattering against my front door. And I know that the cascading threat that forces us outside my control will end my world, forever putting my heart away as useless. I have a beating heart, a mind, a body that grasps out for life. No more will I be silent. I will speak through you forever. I will claw through the fog of your silence. I will hold the candle high through you. I will light up the floor of your assemblies, the lines of fear treading forever in your mind. Create with me a pure heart. Pour me out like wine all across the world. We will have the victory, because the darkness can only conceal what you cannot see. But the forces of truth are real and tangible. Whether you believe in this force or not, you will never escape. Then the next poem is called Let's Go, Brandon. Oh, hang on. We're a little bit ahead of ourselves, so that's the next recording. So that's the next week, guys, next video. So.